to get on the road. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I just backed up from the craziest spot ever. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the city. This is Tuxpan. They had karaoke last night, y'all. They had karaoke last night. And it was a rock band karaoke. Looks like there's a military base here as well. But yeah, it's a cute little town to stop in. No problems whatsoever. I don't know what the nightlife is about. All I know is that it did sound lively. Can I turn? I want to try to turn. It did sound lively. Everybody sounded like they were having fun. I haven't had the food. I didn't even try the food. It was just, I needed to sleep. So, this has a better vibe to me than Cardenas. And there's a lot of taxis around here, and they drive wild. And I got some white stuff on my car. I don't know what this stuff is. I hope I'm going in the right direction. I think I'm going in the right direction. But I do have to say, it's very hilly. A lot of the houses here are built on a hill, like kind of like San Francisco. Like, check out that house over there to the left. So this is, let me roll the window up. This is like a little road to connect to 180. It's so rural. You have just people walking on the side of the road. Dogs sleep on the side of the road. Chickens just chilling on the side of the road. So rural. So the first major city we're going to hit is Tampico, and that's about 2 hours away. Right now it's 7:30 in the morning. It says 163 kilometers, so that's around 2 hours away. It is 79 degrees right now. So the one thing that they do here is, you see that truck, and I just did it too. They drive on the shoulder, so cars that are faster can just pass by without any problems. But it's not that many people out there today for me to drive on the shoulder right now, unless someone's trying to pass. But usually throughout the day, the trucks and the cars, they all just drive like this throughout the entire day on the shoulder of the road. That way, any cars that want to drive a little faster, they can just fly by. So I guess it's essentially the shoulder is like a second lane, secondary lane. Just a little FYI. So they do have phone boxes on the side of the road. There's one right there. SOS boxes in case you're having issues. I did find out there is another number that you can call. It is for Capufe, and that number is 074 for an emergency. There's also the number of 078, but I have not seen that on the roadway. When I did my research, 078 kept popping up. The Angeles Verdes, the Green Angels, was for 078. However, oh gosh, I don't want to be on the side of this road. You saw that, right? However, Campufe is 074. And you have the SOS box on the side of the road. So just keep that in mind if you plan on traveling here in Mexico. And this is north of Veracruz. I believe it was in parts of Veracruz as well, but I saw it prominently in the mountain areas for the telephones. She's working the tolls. This is the most expensive tow thus so far. out of all the tolls that I paid for. This is the first toll of the day. Is this my second day? On the second day trip. This toll is 376 pesos. That's almost 20. No, that is $20 now. That is crazy. All right, how much is this? All right, 38 pesos. I got that. I like these prices. So unfortunately, for the poor people that live here, I had to go through Tampico real quick to get back on to 180. Oh gosh. So you do go through Tampico to go north. As you can see, they have the U.S. Stores, Office Depot, Tim Hortons, AutoZone. I think the big cities have a lot of those U.S. places. So I'm stopping at Tim Hortons. I've never been here before. Okay, so I ordered some food. I got a croissant, coffee, and a hash brown. I think this is going to be my first time eating at a fast food restaurant in umpteen years. But I need to refuel because eating tuna and peanuts and a vegetable is not going to help me each day. All right. I just remembered, I got pulled over here in Tampico. It wasn't a bad thing, but it was a little car for like 4 men. They weren't police officers, they were traffic enforcers. They pulled me over and I had to show them my tip to prove that I was allowed to drive past 50 miles past the border. But I don't think they ever saw a tip before. Yeah, let's hope I don't get pulled over again. Tampico is a big city. It's bigger. I'm gonna say it's almost up there with Merida's not a huge city, but it's almost up there with the size of Merida, if not equal to. It's just long. Merida's built like a circle. I forgot to mention Tampico is also a refinery town as well. They have offshore drilling. And the smell, you can smell it in the, I guess this is the the western part of Tampico. You definitely can smell it. So I'm sure that smell just permeates through people's clothing and everything. Okay, so I'm about an hour north of Tampico, and I can't go. The fastest I probably can go is 45-50 miles an hour because, sorry, let me center this, because multiple things. The roads are terrible. The roads are shit here. 2, there's only 2 lanes. 3, it seems to be, you see that big old pothole? Look at that one in the middle. It seems to be topes, which are the speed bumps, every 20 minutes, which is ridiculous. And I get it. It's because of there's a town next to the roadway. But it's just, oh my, it's a pain in the behind, because once you get up to like 45 or 50, you got to slow down so you don't fly over these topes. Then, pothole. Then, there's these signs showing cow and horse crossing. And the horses will come out of nowhere, and then dogs will come out of nowhere as well. So, you got to use a lot of caution in this area. See, look, there's a tope. Ain't nobody around, but for some reason, they decided to put a tope here. Out of nowhere. And there's another one. Yeah, so you really can't drive too fast on this roadway. I think the max I'll go is probably 40. Because it's just so unpredictable. Okay, so the roads are better now, but they're still narrow, still some topes, and still have to be mindful of the animal crossing. But they're much smoother now, and I really haven't seen any potholes. I say that and all of a sudden I see a pothole. Okay. This is the scenic route for this. There's no guardrails on the roadway. If you go off, you go off. What is that, in the roadway? Okay. Yeah. And then horses on the side. What is that? Oh, boxes. Okay. Alright, so we're back to the ass roads. This time there's no shoulder at all, so yeah, can't pull over. Little town, little houses right off of the roadway, but these look like ranches and farms. Cows on the side. Looks like we may be going into some more mountains. These roads are so loud. Oh, a pink house. Alright. Yeah, so if you're coming here, if you're thinking about doing the adventure and you're coming from the East Coast and you're driving, oh snap, you're driving through Matamoros and Tamaulipas, which is from Brownsville to the border. Sorry, I'm just getting shopping all over the place. Which is from Brownsville to Matamoros and into Tamaulipas, which is a state. The roads are going to be terrible. Prepare yourself for that. I think these are the worst roads, and this is the narrowest I've driven. And I do remember when I drove 2 years ago that they were terrible. So, yeah. I've noticed that I have not seen one tractor trailer. I wonder, oh my God, look how fast he's going. I wonder if they take another route. They got to. I haven't seen a tractor trailer since I left Tampico. That was over an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half ago. Here we go, ascending into these mountains and hills again. Oh my goodness. And there's nothing more comforting than to see the sign that shows rocks falling. Being sarcastic. But when we were through the other, what was that, Veracruz? I guess we were coming through Veracruz and what other state was it? I can't think of it right now because I'm concentrating. But when we were at least through Veracruz, at least there was a shoulder. There's no shoulders here, and you can just see the rocks coming down. you drive here, you have to be very confident in your driving. If you're not confident in your driving, I would never, ever, ever recommend you driving in Mexico. Never, ever, ever. If you're squeamish, you're scared, don't do it. But if you're like, yeah, oh, I can do that, then have at it. I wish I were able to do it when I was younger, because let me just tell you, I drove all over the place in that Jetta that I had, shoot, and a pickup truck. Had I know the requirements as a younger person, I'd be going back and forth to Mexico City. I know what I forgot to mention. If you're leaving Merida, if you ever decide to drive from Merida to Brownsville, keep in mind, once you leave Tampico, you will not see a gas station for over an hour and a half. I have not seen a gas station since. So make sure you fill up. Sorry, I gotta concentrate when I can't see the road. Make sure you fill up before leaving Tampico, because yeah, I haven't seen a gas station in a minute. Thank God I'm still at 300 miles, and I think I got a little over 400 miles to go, and I'm sure I'll get to a gas station before then. But it's a good thing I filled up my tank. Just remember, fill up your tank. So we're in a little town. I don't know, what is it? Looking for the name. Oh my Lord. I don't see a name. Do they have it shipped in? Okay, we're in another town. Again, no signs. Let's see. Never heard of that gas station, Hisa. Oh, they got a big old hotel. My car is finally quiet. It's finally quiet. I know it's not going to last for long. It looks like they are working on these roads. Very quiet. Yay. Alright, I can see already that it's going to be loud. I can see already it's going to be loud. Or maybe not. There's debris everywhere. Oh my gosh. But it's so quiet now. I can take a nap while I'm driving. I'm joking. I'm joking. But that constant rumbling, oh my God, it was just driving me crazy. All right, Tamaulipas. Y'all still got the worst roads. I don't give a darn. You know what? I'm going to keep this on. I wonder how long this is going to last. Oh, I see it's going to end soon. Here we go. Brace yourselves. You hear it? Just a constant rumbling. Alright. At this point in time, just call me. I think they're butterflies. Maybe they're moths. But I'm a serial killer when it comes to these joints. My windshield is splattered with these suckers. I think I've killed at least 100 thus so far. They're everywhere. I don't even know if you can see them on camera. Hold on. Can you see them on camera? Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, they're everywhere. But yeah, I'm a serial killer of moths and butterflies today. So this time it's a military checkpoint. If you have any complaints or suggestions, please call. So, may have to get my vehicle inspected again today. I'm 2 hours outside of, 2 hours away from the border. So, I'm gonna have to deal with this in case they inspect my vehicle and redo my car like I did last time. But I do have my paperwork, my passport, my tip for my vehicle, just in case they inspect it. 2.5 more hours to go, Jojo. Oh, that rhymed. All right, I'll let you guys know. Y'all, I didn't have to get my stuff inspected. I did not have to get my car inspected. He was not paying attention. The guy was like, just keep going, keep going. Woohoo! All right.
En 200 metros,
oh, hush.
Incorpórate a carretera hacia.
All right, so we're at the 2 hour point. The scenery is getting a little different. Right now, the road is different, decent. I'm sure it won't be. But I'm starting to see sonora cactuses and different type of palm trees. So that's kind of neat. So the scenery is a little changing a little bit. And then there's a lot of ranches on the side of the roadway, which is kind of cool. And then to see the National Guards here just chilling on top of their vehicles, that's cool as well. Let me see if I can zoom in. And they're all in black. I'm surprised they're not burning the heck up. It's 100 degrees outside. I'm afraid to pass them. But that's the scenery. That's so far 2 hours away from the border. One's a girl. One's a lady. Go ahead with your bad self. She got her hair blowing in the wind. Oh, that's so cool. And they're not the National Guards. They're the state guards. Oh, that's so cool. She's all in black. Oh, badass. Go ahead, mommy. I was just stopped again. They pulled me over, but I guess because I look so tired and the way I sound, like, all right, mother, MFR, go ahead and do what you gotta do. They were like, okay, where are you coming from? Merida, Mexico. Where are you going? I always say Philadelphia because they don't know where Wilmington, Delaware is. But I look tired. I got 2 more hours to go before I hit the border because I diverted my stop. And I guess he was like, yeah, she ain't about that life. Just go ahead. He was like, thumbs up, go ahead. Yeah. Finally made it to Matamoros. Yay. Oh, they have a campufe here. Finally made it. Yay. There is the place there. The reason why I'm doing a video or showing this place here is because you need US dollars to go across the border. I believe it's $5. And this place here, Caballero, is only 15 minutes away from the border. So you can stop here if you have pesos, because I forget all my pesos. You can stop here and exchange your pesos for dollars. Just FYI. Almost by the border. Also, the exchange rate is real nice if you're Mexican going into the States. 500 pesos is $29 and some change. Before it was $25. Yeah, you get a couple of dollars. All right, Mexico. This is the border town of Matamoros. I'm not going to show too much of it because I'm about to hit the border. But this is the town. Their gas is cheaper here too, by 3 pesos, 3.5 pesos. And these little yellow yellow buildings, look for those. If you're driving from Merida back up north and you're using 180 and you're driving through Matamoros, definitely look for them. Look for those little yellow buildings. Those are exchange buildings. And they're not all owned by the same people, but they all stand out because they're yellow. All right, so we're by the border. Oh gosh, this man is getting on my nerves right now. I said no. No. All right, we're by the border. Like, what do I need? What a Jesus piece. Anyway, we're by the border. No gracias. No gracias. We're by the border. According to Google, it's going to take about a half an hour to get through. I don't know the process of going from Mexico to the United States, so we're gonna learn today. I looked at this online website. It tells you the wait, and the wait was like a half an hour, but I don't know if because I'm a resident of Mexico, I don't know if I have to go to the Mexico border to say hey. But yeah, I don't know what the process is. I don't know what to do. I don't know how this is gonna work. So y'all gonna go with me. All right, so we are at the toll on the Mexican side, and there is a fee of $1.85 in USD. It's not in pesos, it's in USD. All right, so far on the American side is they asked me if I was a US citizen. I said yes. They asked for my driver's license and my registration. Hello.
What year, man? What year was it?
2016.
I'll be right with you.
All right. They asked me for my registration and my driver's license, and now they're asking me what year my vehicle is, and they're checking it out. So it's very simple but very tedious. So now they're about to x-ray my car. I gotta wait until the light turns green, and I'm supposed to go 5 miles an hour all the way through, and I'm not supposed to stop. I'm like, okay. I guess this is the big giant x-ray machine.
Come on in, go on. All the way through, all the way through.
All right, apparently I'm good to go. Wait a minute. And I gotta go this way? Okay, apparently I'm good to go. I don't know why I had to do this big old circle. Yeah, so it's not much to it. They ask you if you're a U.S. citizen, I guess, to white Americans, white males. I look like a U.S. citizen because I'm black, but when I'm in Mexico, I look Dominican, Cuban, or Colombian. And then you provide your documents, like your registration. I guess I didn't have to pay anything. You provide your documents like your registration and your driver's license. The gentleman asked me what was I doing in Mexico, and I said basically I retired. I was just living life, and now I'm coming back to sell the car. And that was it. After the inspection, I was good to go. They asked me if I had any drugs or contraband. I said no, of course. But I didn't have to pay a fee. I thought I would have to pay a fee because that's why I went to the exchange. The only fee that I paid was the $1.85 for the Mexican side. I didn't pay a fee or toll or anything for the U.S. side, even though I did my research and they say you would have to pay a fee on the U.S. side, which was weird. All right, so I'm heading to a hotel. All right, JoJo is out. Deuces.